so much for being here today. Welcome to the East Family Parish School System. My name is Lamont Cole. I have the awesome pleasure of serving as Superintendent of East Family Parish School System. Today is day 107 for me in this role, and I couldn't be more excited to serve in the city that I grew up. And I'm honored to be here to work with these amazing young people. Let's give them a round of applause for all their hard work. I'm delighted to be here to celebrate. It's a great day in our capital city, a great day in our state, celebrate education. On behalf of the East Family Parish School Board, here, I want to say welcome. Now it gives me a great pleasure and delight to you don't know. He is a native of St. Martinville, Louisiana, St. Martin Parish. A graduate of St. Martinville High School, where he was an outstanding star wide receiver on the St. Martinville football team. He is a graduate of ULL, which was known then as the University of South Louisiana, and also a graduate of ULL Law School. He served our nation in the National Guard. He was the 45th Attorney General and 57th person to be elected as the governor of the great state of Louisiana. Landry, East Family Parish, and all of our friends, family, and guests. The words of Steve Harvey, put your hands together and show some love.
Thank you so very much, Mom. I want to thank you. There is really no one who has had such a passion. This parish and this state is absolutely grateful for your desire to help kids out there. Before we begin, I want to give you all a little bit of advice. I don't mind here on the horse, I might cough a little bit. Really, Mom, doesn't have to play in the rain. I never thought you should be playing in the rain. I just went. I'm negative. I went running. I go running in the morning. Try to get up new exercise. Very important. And I decided I was going to go running in the cold and it's good to get. I'm very bad. You will know that even the government can't let me do anything. A little bit of cough. This is an unbelievably great day for me, but especially for the kids of Louisiana. There's so many legislative bodies who have had, ran for that office simply to work on our education. Those that have been in the legislation who have partly to work on improving Louisiana's education. I see this many great kids here. Here's someone who has spoken to popular many times, and all with the effort of trying to improve these kids' life in life. Because we know that the path to having them successful is great education. You know, I've seen many times where I was raised by school teachers, many school teachers, mother school teachers, so I got it all the time. And I was lucky because having a mother for a teacher gave me an added advantage. She worked tirelessly to make sure that we read all the time. It wasn't always voluntary. She did drop us off at the library. My father was the one person who was good in that. So that's an advantage that we have. Not many kids have. Not every kid is raised by a teacher. Which brings us to our next one, which are our teachers. Which are, I've always said, the most important voice in each children's education is that parent. And the second most important person in that one is their teachers. And we're going to hear from some of the teachers as well. And since the beginning of this year, of last year, we committed to the voters, to the citizens, and the children of the state of Louisiana that we were going to work to make the state of Louisiana safer. And then we said we were going to work on education. And then we said we're going to work on our economy, because they're like steps. If you build those steps, you get to walk into what happens. And what we did last year was remarkable. We passed an education savings account into law that starts with kids with disabilities and the lowest income bracket, right? And we're working towards it as an improvement. We also made sure that we involve teachers. We put a teachers project together So because we want to hear from them, because over the course of decades, we have piled on unnecessary requirements of teachers that keep them out of the classroom, out of in front of these children, just to fulfill some bureaucratic mission that we believe they need. And so we want to be able to roll those things back. And so we ran a program called involved in it, and it's something that is going to be ongoing. And then in March of this year, we got a constitutional amendment that's coming around. We make sure it's all about it, this increase for it, and it reduces the work of the Constitution, which I, but one core people think like this, fine, once and for all, gives teachers a permanent pay raise. I just got a story that says reading in math schools for struggling students in the country have decreased except for one place, Louisiana. About the pandemic and maybe the effects that it had on kids and students in the classroom. But I'm going to tell you something. I think one of the most important bills that we passed last night, which really makes sense, is no cell phones in classrooms. Because now we can give them a phone. Now we can give them a book rather than something that is constantly taking their attention away from the things that matter the most. So look, what are we here today to do? We're here today to celebrate, but the celebration is going to be quick because we still got a lot of work to do. We are going to announce that the state of Louisiana has greatly improved in a national report card. This national report card has been the gold standard around the nation as a metric for determining how much improvement or where states rank in educating their young men and women. It is the only nationally representative assessment of student achievement in the nation. And the data that's being released today is from 2024. And it measures math scores and reading proficiency and amongst fourth and increase. How many are in fourth grade? You all? I like that. And so that's what this scoreboard says. Let me tell you this: we are moving from 43rd. This is my announcement today. That the national report, the new report card is 30. What's interesting about this is that means we move see how I did on that one last roll. But I'm going to tell you that ranking, the continual progress that this state is making in those rankings, are a testament to the best board members that are behind us, the Brumley that's behind us, the legislative body, and teachers that are here today as well. Because we all know it takes everyone recognizing that if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, getting the same results, that's insanity, and that doesn't work, and it doesn't do them any good. And so, with that, I would like to turn this podium over to Kay Brumley, so he can, what he needs to do, he can sit here and actually brag on himself. Because he needs to, but I think that the ultimate message out there for parents is that if we stay the course, and look, change is not easy. The only person I say that likes change is thank you for what time. You know, they don't change. But other than that, You see that? You know that. See, I think you can learn so much from these schools. But I'm going to tell you, if we stay the course, and we are not afraid that when you make change, sometimes you come up short. That's okay. But as long as you're moving towards success, any amount of setbacks, any amount of failure is a step to success. So to you all, I want you to know that today is a great day for y'all. I've got a lot of homework to do before you can go to the summer. Right? And we make it out to have Mardi Gras and East eggs, and we'll be out for the summer, right? Are y'all ready for that? Right. Remember this. And the more you read, the more you learn, and this will drive you so much better with that book. So with that, Kate, come on and brag on yourself.
Thank you, Governor. So you should know, Governor, that we sent flashcards, old school flashcards, to every elementary classroom in the state of Louisiana. My team was looking at me a little crazy when I was asking them to do that. We sent them out anyway. Look, today's release of the nation's report card affirms the smart and hard work that can make a big difference. It further suggests that willing and capable people have the power to positively change systems. Before diving into the report card specifics, I'd like to extend my very first thank you. I want you to leave here knowing my very first thank you goes to the teachers of the great state of Louisiana. We need to let teachers teach. We also need to compensate them professionally and fairly. And I hope in March that we see some progress on that front. Look, our teachers have endured a global pandemic, multiple named storms, ice storms, social unrest, terrorism, and they have persevered through all of those things in the state that has been long challenged educationally. They've risen to the occasion with their commitment to best practices. Further, the school and system leaders, those individuals who are leading schools every day, are leading systems every day, and those boards governing those systems, thank you for absorbing the shifts that we've made over the last 5 years to drastically change the educational system in the state of Louisiana. Please know that your work is paying off. Today, as the governor shared, we celebrate historic progress. Our advancement isn't simply because other states failed. It's because Louisiana students demonstrated progress in 2 foundational areas, reading and math. Education has been overcomplicated for too long, and we've tried to narrow the scope and the focus in the state of Louisiana on the basic foundational tenets of quality education. You see, I believe every child deserves quality education. You know, the buildings, the programs, the teachers, they don't have to be fancy. They don't. But they have to teach kids to read. They have to teach kids to do math. They have to teach kids to understand and appreciate the country where we live. Never has our state ranked higher in 4th grade reading. But also, never has our state ranked higher in 4th grade math, or 8th grade reading, or 8th grade math. Much less, we've never had a national ranking overall this high. I want to share with you a few subplots in the data that I think are worth mentioning. You know, many of you have heard me say over and over again, and probably grown tired of it. During the last NAEP cycle, the last nation report card, Louisiana led the country in 4th grade reading growth. And I said that for 2 years. But guess what? We've done it again. And for the second consecutive cycle, Louisiana 4th graders have led the country in 4th grade reading growth. So good job. Now we've done that with a commitment to the science of reading, with a science-based approach, with rich text. We've done that with high-dosage tutoring that has been so important to the work. We've done it with our reforms, such as our screeners and our interventions that have paid off. So you've also heard me give a speech in the public when I talk so much about reading. You also hear me say, you know what? Math is getting jealous. And so last year we started working on math. We sent flashcards to everyone that was assembled, and we need to return to the foundational elements of teaching children how to do math. So we're in the top 5 nationally for math growth in 4th grade. So I can announce that to you today as well. But Legislators, I'm gonna need some help. Best members, I'm gonna need some help, because if we're in the top five, we're not number one, so we're slacking. We have to do that. So, we have plans there, teacher training, screeners again, interventions, high-dosage tutoring, to drive those math scores up. I want to share with you, students with disabilities in the state of Louisiana have outperformed the nation, and they are at higher rate for students with the same disabilities across the entire country. Unfortunately, too many of our families in the state of Louisiana face economic hardship, and I know our government and our legislature are working hard to correct those issues. But right now, I can also announce to you that Louisiana students who have faced economic hardship also outperform the national average, and so that is what it's And Louisiana is one of only 2 states in the country where 4th graders have exceeded their pre-pandemic levels in both reading and math. So Governor Landry, I'd like to thank you for your commitment to making education reform possible in the state of Louisiana. Thank you for your support. Also, you like to stir things up a little bit like I do from time to time, and that helps with this type of progress that we're trying to make. It's also, as I share frequently, a blessing to have so much alignment between a governor, a legislature, a state board of education like Bessie, who are here with us today, many of the members. Some of the members could not be here because of another commitment that they have around workforce development. But we have so much alignment between the governor's office, the legislature, this Bessie, our agency in the field to continue to move this forward. Look, I think with that alignment, we may finally put to bed the soft bigotry of low expectations in the state of Louisiana for our students. I would also like to personally thank those community members, stakeholders, friends in the room that you know who you are, for the commitment that you have made and the support that you have given so that we can make the changes in the state of Louisiana that we have made and that we need to continue to make. Policymakers, whether legislative or legislative, I applaud your student-centered leadership. I do. And I appreciate you standing alongside me to change the way education operates in the state of Louisiana. From differentiated compensation to make sure that we're paying teachers based on the market and cutting vacancies, to high-dosage tutoring to give students a little extra help if they need it, to launching the country's most responsive, strongest accountability system, to allowing the student to move students from F-rated schools to higher performing seats. You've been there. Now, sometimes you have a lot to say as we make that progress, but you've been there with us the whole way, and so legislators, Bessie, I just want to say thank you for all of your support, and that deserves a round of applause. Look, the work of the educational system in the state of Louisiana is not done. Whether you're referencing K-12 or whether you're referencing higher education in the state of Louisiana, we can recognize progress, but also realize that there is a new way forward. We're writing a new story in the state of Louisiana. But unfortunately today, too many kids in the state can't read on level, can't do math on level, or in a school that's failing them. And those are things that we have to change. We have to make sure that every kid has access to a high quality teacher. We need to make sure that students aren't chronically absent and are in school every single day. Being passive will not change these things. We have to be assertive. And my personal belief is that we have to be brave. We have to go back to the basics. We have to redesign systems. We have to accelerate parental rights. We have to value our educators, and we have to expand educational freedom across the entire state of Louisiana. There is not a simple, singular initiative to continuous improvement. It's being in the habit of making good decisions every day that get better results. And improvement, as the governor mentioned, isn't always linear. There are hills and there are valleys on the course to the peak. So I work with the best people. I work with the absolute best people at the Louisiana Department of Education. We have an amazing team. And we don't operate on hope alone. We don't. We plan, we strategize, we're intentional, and our actions and our leadership are designed to lift the state of Louisiana every single day. So I just want to say thank you to my team at the Louisiana Department of Education. I admire you, I appreciate you, and sometimes you may appreciate me, sometimes not. I thank you so much, and so would you all give my team a round of applause? opportunity to pat each other on the back, and we need to do that for about 10 minutes. Okay? And then we've got to get back to work. We've got to get back to work. And we have more work to do because we can't be satisfied with what we are. You know, there's so much potential left on the field that we can go grab. And so I'm just honored to be able to do this work with all of you. Today is your day. You have all played such an important part in this, and it's just truly an honor to be here with all of you today. And so at this point, the governor, myself, Superintendent Cole, we're happy to take any questions that you may have.
Yeah, while y'all think about it real quick, let me just say a couple more things because I called right now. Eddie was born was not able to make it. This parish in this area is very lucky to have two men who are philanthropic. And you should have money to educate. I see Dr. Schumacher is here as well from Landry. I mean, we have people around the state who actually go out there and work to put their money where their mouth is. To be able to direct those here, she's a leadership board supervisors down the road here for a reason to fix our. Again, I think that the state right now, as Dr. Brumley said earlier, we've got a great team. Everyone seems to be working together. The more we stay working together, then it doesn't mean we won't have our differences. If we didn't have our differences, we wouldn't be able to make any progress. And then finally, I'll just say this, Kate, I am extremely excited to know that you're going back to the basics and going back to using the foundational things. Because I think as technology has moved so fast, so quickly, we believe that it was the panacea to all of our woes. And at the end of the day, you have something physical in your hand. Okay, there is a psychological connection between having something physically in your hand and physically, because humans are very nature use all of their senses. And so I can tell you, that is the way when we use technology in a way that marries itself to some of the foundational things that used to work. We used to put all these kids in one classroom. These are all of them, in all of the different grades. And we built the greatest country in the world. We had an industrial revolution. We had a golden era. I mean, this country has consistently improved itself because of the way that we educated kids. And we've learned. We made some mistakes in the past and did some shortcomings, but we can build on those. So today's a great day. And with that, I will ask the press. Moving on. Any questions? Any questions? Yes, sir.
Landry, Louisiana Radio Network. So great to see you for the first time. Obviously, going 43rd to 32nd, very impressive progress over the last year.
That's two. They get it every 2 years. They get it every 2 years.
So how do you continue that momentum? Because 32nd, that's very impressive, but you don't have to be possible.
Well, right here. See this group right here? Bessie, the legislature, these teachers. I think that the more we involve all of them, and the more we just, one of the things we have a tendency to do is that we do something big, right? We have a tendency to think that that's going to just fix it. These little things. And so we have to go back and continue to fine tune the things that we have done, just like we did on educational stuff, because on the ESA, we started with 2 different groups. We phased it in to make sure that we can budget it correctly. We want to be able to continue to work with the teachers to let the teachers teach. I think that one of the things he did in Brave was empowering parents more, creating more discipline in the classroom, and all things that, again, I think one of the biggest things we do from a discipline start is getting those homes in the classroom. I think that's helped tremendously. We've heard it from parents. But it's okay. It's okay. Look, it's okay. They will appreciate it when they are advancing, when their scores, when that scoreboard that we get, we're able to 32 to 22 to 22 to 12 in the number. So, all right. Yes, ma'am.
The President's order to temporarily freeze all federal grant funding has created a lot of confusion and concern, including among Louisiana schools and childcare providers that rely on this funding. What impact do you think the freeze can have on Louisiana education and childcare programs?
Oh, yeah, you think that caused a big about people right yesterday. No, they're moving. Vice President Trump, he moves real fast. And I can overall, I think again, I spoke to the Senate President yesterday, I spoke to Speaker of the House, I spoke to the Treasurer, all of us on the phone, collectively, we're trying to get our hands up. I called in the White House, talked to them. Look, I think that what they're trying to do is trying to streamline government. Okay, they're trying to make sure that the money gets to them. That has not happened in this country, decade after decade. We've spent more, and nothing has gone to them. Nothing has gone to them. And so what they're trying to do is actually, quite frankly, I see this all the time. They're copying us. Right? Because we have a fiscal responsibility project. When I was in G, we did it now. At the state level, we did a let the teachers teach. This component of what they were trying to do, and what the policy is to try to look at the programs and make sure they're not duplicative, they're not onerous, they're not obstructive. And so that's what I think the White House is doing. Here's what I tell you. We are in great shape. Whatever disruptions they have, we believe we can handle whatever shocks they are, and they're just temporary. And I put out a statement that I said yesterday. So I just said, don't worry about what goes on in Washington. It'll make you crazy. Just worry about what goes on here in Louisiana. We'll take care of the rest. Oh, great. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, that's a great question. You know, I'll tell you this, it's going to depend on you too. Because here's what's important. This scorecard that we got is a product of these teachers and information that they're giving y'all. But at the end of the day, that score is your score. That is how well you are doing. So if you want to know how well, you call me in 5 years and me and you talk, I'll tell you how well you're doing. How well you're doing. How about that? All right, with that, we really do appreciate it. Today is a great day to celebrate with education. It's a beautiful day as well. After we had a magical snow day, right here, I talked to you about this. It's always like once every 60 years. But it's a beautiful one today. We'll enjoy the day and we'll keep working. Thank you so very much.